Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to I2 Point Physics lecture. See, today we will understand the remaining portion of cross product or vector product. See here, in the last class, what I told you about how to do the cross product by a simple example. See here, but वो जो particular method था, वो exam में बच्चों हमें apply नहीं करना. Why we are not supposed to do that? Because that was time consuming. So what we will do in this class, we will try to understand determinants method, right? Say how to understand that particular method. Determinants method, how to do the cross product with help of determinants method. Let me assume I have a vector A equals to A1 I cap plus A2 into J cap plus A3 into K cap, and another vector B as B1 into I cap plus B2 into J cap plus B3 into K cap. And suppose if we want to find out the cross product of A cross B, then in this particular case, always remember, if we write down A cross B, means A के जो terms है X component, Y component and Z component, that we are supposed to write down first. Cross B simply means B के जो term है उनको हम बाद में लिखेंगे. What I am trying to say, see here, first we will write down I cap, then J cap and then K cap, right? Now I cap के नीचे हम I का कोफिशिएंट लिखेंगे, J cap के नीचे J का कोफिशिएंट लिखेंगे, K cap के नीचे K का कोफिशिएंट लिखेंगे. And because we are writing down A cross B, तो पहले हम A के कंपोनेंट्स लेकर के चलेंगे. What is the X component of A? That is A1. See here, I cap का कोफिशिएंट A1 है, I के नीचे A1 लिखा. J का कोफिशिएंट A2 है, तो J के नीचे हम A2 लिख देंगे. K का कोफिशिएंट A3 है, तो K के नीचे हम A3 लिखेंगे. Look at here, B, I का कोफिशिएंट B1 है, तो I के नीचे हम B1 लिखेंगे. J का कोफिशिएंट हमारा B2 है, तो we will write down B2. K का कोफिशिएंट यहाँ पे B3 है, so we will write down B3. Okay? First, you must understand how to write down the components, right, guys? Now see here, once again, if you are writing down A cross B, तो first of all हमें I cap, J cap, K cap लिखना है. Then below I cap, because it is A cross B, so A के दो कोफिशिएंट है, X कोफिशिएंट A1, Y कोफिशिएंट A2 और Z कोफिशिएंट A3, A1, A2 and A3. In the same way, B के जो कोफिशिएंट है B1, B2 and B3, B1, B2 and B3. Clear? Now see here, how to find out the I coefficient, J coefficient as well as K coefficient. ध्यान से देखो कि फटाफट समझ में आएगा. Suppose if I want to calculate I coefficient, then what I will write down, let me draw this table. अभी थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस के लिए हम लोग सेपरेटली लिख रहे हैं. Once you are comfortable, you can do this overall process in a single matrix. Okay. See here, if I write down A1, A2 and A3, and here I am writing down B1, here B2 and here B3. And if I want to find out the coefficient of I, what we are supposed to do? I जिस रो में है and as well as जिस कॉलम में है उसको हम लोग कैंसिल कर देंगे. What I am telling you, I जो तुम्हारा जिस भी पर्टिकुलर रो में है या कॉलम में है, we are supposed to cancel it. So see here, if you want to find out the coefficient of I, as you can see, we have three rows: first row, second row, third row. First column, second column, third column. So I is present in first row as well as first column. So we'll cancel it like this. Okay. And here I will write down I cap in bracket. Then see here, first term A2, second term A3. Here first term B2, second term is B3. So we'll start with the first one, that is A2. और इसका diagonally opposite element कौन सा है? That is B3. So we'll multiply A2 by B3. It will be A2 into B3. Clear है? और जो second term है, we will write down minus sign and we will multiply A3 by diagonally opposite element, so it will be A3 into B. Clear everyone? Remember, रूल ये है कि अगर तुम्हें I कोफिशिएंट निकालना है या J कोफिशिएंट निकालना है, सिंपली उससे रिलेटेड वाले रो को एज वेल एज कॉलम को अपने को क्या करना है? कैंसिल करना है. क्लियर गाइस? तो रो और कॉलम को कैंसिल कर देंगे. उसका जो फर्स्ट एलिमेंट होगा, सी दिस वाज आवर फर्स्ट एलिमेंट, इसको हमने डायगोनली ऑपोजिट एलिमेंट से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया. इन द सेम वे दिस इज द सेकंड एलिमेंट, इसको भी हमने डायगोनली ऑपोजिट एलिमेंट से मल्टीप्लाई किया, बट इसको हम लिखेंगे विद हेल्प ऑफ अ माइनस साइन. क्लियर गाइस? So see here, this is your I coefficient. Okay. Now let's talk about J coefficient. So what I will do, I will write down the matrices once again. I cap, J cap and K cap. Coefficients are A1, this one is A2 and this one is A3. Here we have B1, B2 and B3. अब बच्चों कौन सा कोफिशिएंट निकालना है? Now we are supposed to calculate J's coefficient. So what we are supposed to do, we will cancel the J, which is we'll cancel the row as well as column जिसमें हमारा J include होगा. Now see here, this is our first row जिसमें J आपका present है, as well as second column जिसमें J आपका present है. तो फर्स्ट रो को कैंसिल किया, सेकेंड कॉलम को कैंसिल किया. रोल इज क्लियर. बिकॉज वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ J. तो J तुम्हारा जिस भी रो में था या जिस भी कॉलम में था उसको हमने कैंसिल कर दिया. क्लियर. सो सी हियर व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन. आई विल राइट डाउन द कोफिशिएंट एज माइनस J कैप. रिमेंबर आई कैप तुम्हारा पॉजिटिव जाएगा, J कैप के साथ हम माइनस साइन लेकर के चलेंगे. एंड देन आई विल राइट डाउन, सी हियर फर्स्ट वन इज A1 and diagonally opposite element is B3. Now A1, A2 and B2, that doesn't matter. First element is A1, diagonally opposite is B3. So what I will write down? First I will write down A2 into B3 minus. Second element is A3 and this particular element is B1. So what is the coefficient? Minus J cap, A2 B3 minus A3 into B1. Now let's talk about K cap. We will follow the same rule. कुछ भी बच्चों चेंज नहीं होगा, सारी चीजें सेम होंगी. I am doing the same process again and again. That's all. A1, A2 and A3. Here we have B1, B2 and B2. See here. So right now we want to find out the coefficient of K. How is that possible? यहाँ पे देखो K से related. This is our first row. We cancel it. K से related third column we will also cancel it. So see here, कौन सा एलिमेंट बच गया? This is our first element, diagonally opposite is B2. This one is second element, diagonally opposite is B1. So what I will write down? I will write down K cap in bracket A1 into B2 minus A2 into B1. चलो बच्चों क्लियर हो गया? आ गया समझ में? अब इन सबको हमें क्या करना है? इन सबको एक साथ लिखना है. We'll write them together as our final answer will be the value of A cross B. See here, I will write down over here A cross B. Our final answer is I cap in bracket A2 into B3 minus A3 into B2. Okay, minus J cap in bracket A2 B3 minus A3 into B1 plus K cap and the coefficient will be A1 into B2 minus A2 into B1 and this one will be our final answer. Clear guys? Copy up to here, then we will proceed forward. Okay, now see here, for understanding purpose, let's try to solve a few questions. Okay. Now see here, the question which we are supposed to solve, that is based upon torque. अब टॉर्क क्या होता है? ऑब्वियस सी बात है बच्चों, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आता है कि सर ये टॉर्क क्या होता है. तो इन सिंपल वे यू मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड. फॉर एग्जांपल, सपोज इफ योर बॉडी इज स्टेशनरी एंड वी वांट टू मेक इट इनटू मोशन. व्हाट वी आर सपोज टू एक्ट? वी आर सपोज टू अप्लाई सम अमाउंट ऑफ फोर्स. वंस यू अप्लाई द फोर्स, द पार्टिकल विल स्टार्ट मूविंग. इन द सेम वे सपोज करो अगर किसी बॉडी को रोटेट होना है, try to understand, for rotation of any body torque is important. So in linear motion, whatever is the role of the force F, same thing आपकी होती है rotational motion में किसकी? torque की. और in simple words, if I want to say, torque is a factor due to which a body starts its rotation or stop its rotation. राइट नाउ अभी हम टॉर्क के बारे में डिटेल में नहीं जा रहे बिकॉज इन स्केलर्स एंड वेक्टर्स टॉर्क का उतना ज्यादा मतलब नहीं है. वंस वी स्टार्ट रोटेशनल डायनेमिक्स तो वहां पे हम आपको टॉर्क के बारे में डिटेल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन देंगे. राइट नाउ वी आर जस्ट इंटरेस्टेड इन सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चंस. सो let me take a particular example. Okay, scalars and vectors. Where is the scalars and vectors? Okay. See here, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ने इनके ऊपर बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस भी कहे थे. फॉर एग्जांपल आई हैव सीन इन द कमेंट बॉक्स कि कुछ बच्चों को क्वेश्चन भी इसके ऊपर चाहिए थे. सो विल प्रोवाइड यू दिस क्वेश्चंस आल्सो एज सून एज पॉसिबल. सो डोंट वरी अबाउट द क्वेश्चंस एंड प्रैक्टिस. ओके. See here, the question is like this. A torque F equals to 2I cap minus 3J cap plus 4K cap. Sorry, a force F equals to 2I cap minus 3J cap plus 4K cap. See, is acting across the position vector R 3I cap plus 2J cap plus 3K cap. Here we have position vector R 3I cap plus 2J cap plus 3K cap. 3I cap plus 2J cap plus 3K cap. About origin. So we are supposed to calculate torque about origin. See here, we are supposed to calculate torque. तो बच्चों देखो पहले टॉर्क का मतलब क्या होता है पहले थोड़ा सा मैं हिंट दे देता हूं. सपोज इफ वी हैव ऑब्जेक्ट लाइक दिस. If we have object like this, such that this particular marker is fixed at its bottommost point. ये point इसका fixed है. And if you apply a force like this, if you apply a force like this marker has a tendency to rotate. See here, यहाँ पे मैंने fix कर दिया और यहाँ पे मैं force apply कर रहा हूँ. तो जैसे ही मैं force apply करूंगा, the marker has a tendency to move across this fixed point. ये किसकी वजह से हो रहा है? Due to generation of torque. As I told you earlier, what is torque? Simply just like force, किसी भी बॉडी के रोटेशन स्टार्ट करने के लिए या रोटेशन स्टॉप करने के लिए जो फैक्टर रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है उसी फैक्टर को हम कहते हैं टॉर्क. क्लियर? So see here, suppose if you want to calculate torque, first we must know what is the formula. The formula for torque is tau equals to R cross F. अच्छा, एक चीज और ध्यान देना, टॉर्क का ये भी सिंबल होता है. क्लियर? So torque has basically two symbols. You can use this or you can use this. Both of them are valid. कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अब सपोज करो यहाँ पे हमें टॉर्क की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करनी है. So what I told you, first we will follow determinants method in exam. क्योंकि इससे पिछले वाला जो मेथड बताया था that was time taking, right? So what we will do? See here the formula R cross F. What does it mean? First we have to write down the components of position vector R. बिकॉज आर को आपने पहले लिखा है, दैट्स वाई आर के जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं दैट वी आर सपोज टू राइट डाउन फर्स्ट एंड देन वी विल राइट डाउन फोर्सेस कंपोनेंट्स. राइट? सो सी हियर फर्स्ट बट बिफोर दैट वी विल राइट डाउन आई कैप, दिस वन इज जे कैप एंड दिस वन इज के. सो सी हियर फॉर आई व्हाट इज द पोजीशन वेक्टर आर? आई कोएफिशिएंट इज 3, जे कोएफिशिएंट इज 2 एंड के कोएफिशिएंट इज 3. एंड व्हाट अबाउट एफ? आई कोएफिशिएंट इज 2, J coefficient that is given as -3 and K coefficient is given as 4. Now next what we are supposed to do? Simply I से related row को cancel करो और J से related column को. See here. Suppose if I want to find out I coefficient, then what I will write down? I will cancel this I. First row cancel किया, first column. See what is the first element? First element is 2 and diagonally opposite element is 4. So 2 into 4. I will write down 2 multiplied by 4 minus. Second element is 3. Diagonally opposite element is -3. So what I will write down? Minus 3 into minus 3. Clear हो गया? I के component कैसे लिखने हैं? I hope you are able to understand. Now see. अब J की बात करते हैं. तो J के टर्म्स से बच्चों क्या बताया था मैंने? फर्स्ट we'll write down it in terms of minus J cap. Now see here, अब क्या करेंगे? J से रिलेटेड रो को कैंसिल करेंगे एंड J से रिलेटेड हम कॉलम को कैंसिल कर देंगे. This was 3 and this was 2 and this one was I. So see here, जे तुम्हारा फर्स्ट कॉलम है कैंसल एंड सेकेंड सॉरी जे फर्स्ट रो में है उसको हमने कैंसिल कर दिया. नाउ सेकेंड कॉलम में है उसको भी हमने कैंसिल कर दिया. नाउ सी हियर केयरफुली व्हाट इज आवर फर्स्ट एलिमेंट. फर्स्ट एलिमेंट इज 3. diagonally opposite element is 4. So 3 multiplied by 4. 3 multiplied by 4 minus. Second element is 3 and diagonally opposite is 2. So it will be 3 into 2. Clear guys? And what is the last one? Last one is k cap. So see once again, पहले हम रो को कैंसिल करेंगे and then we will cancel the column. See here, column को अगर हमने कैंसिल कर दिया तो कौन कौन से एलिमेंट बचे? फर्स्ट एलिमेंट 3, diagonally opposite element is minus 3. So 3 multiplied by minus 3 minus. Here we have 2, diagonally opposite is also 2. So 2 multiplied by 2. And this will be the answer of our cross product. So see here, what is our final value? I cap in bracket 8 plus 9 minus j cap in bracket 12 minus 6 plus k cap in bracket minus 9 minus 4. So see here, what will be our final answer? It's very easy. I hope you can calculate from over here. Okay. See here, our final answer will be 17 I cap minus 6 j cap minus 13 k cap. Clear guys? So what will be the torque? Our answer will be torque equals to 17 I cap minus 6 j cap minus 13 k cap. And this will be our final solution. I hope you are able to understand torque. Let's solve some more problems based upon torque. अब देखो इसमें कुछ ट्रिकी प्रॉब्लम्स भी होते हैं, उन्हें हमें कैसे सॉल्व करना है. Okay, for example, let me choose few questions. Okay, थोड़ा सा रैंडम क्वेश्चन भी लेकर के चलेंगे हम लोग. Instantaneous power projection of vector A on vector B. Okay. Okay. Let's solve some questions for the sake of practice also. And remember, your scalars and vectors portion is over. Few things are remaining. देखो यार, जैसे प्रोजेक्शन का केसेस आते हैं, राइट? और भी काफी सारी चीजें आपके स्केलर्स एंड वेक्टर्स में पॉसिबल है. बट सी यार, इफ यू आस्क मी सर एग्जाम में क्या स्केलर एंड वेक्टर से क्वेश्चन आता है, आंसर इज स्ट्रिक्टली नो. इन फिजिक्स स्केलर्स एंड वेक्टर्स आर देयर एंड व्हाई इट इज देयर. कोई भी क्वेश्चन तो एग्जाम में आएगा नहीं, बट स्टिल वी हैव टू स्टडी इट बिकॉज जितने भी फिजिक्स के टॉपिक्स हैं सब में स्केलर्स एंड वेक्टर्स का एप्लीकेशन है. क्वेश्चन नहीं आएगा. वेक्टर्स में जो क्वेश्चन आएगा दैट विल कम फ्रॉम योर मैथमेटिक्स सेक्शन, क्योंकि मैथमेटिक्स में भी तुम्हें स्केलर्स एंड वेक्टर्स की स्टडी करनी है और मैथ्स में तुम्हारा वेक्टर से क्वेश्चन आएगा, राइट? बट इन फिजिक्स बिकॉज इट हैज एप्लीकेशन इन ईच एंड एवरी टॉपिक, सो दैट्स व्हाई understanding of vectors is must. Clear? So see here, let's solve some mixed problems based upon scalars and vectors. I'm choosing few questions and then this section will be over. Okay. See here, the question is like this. If mod of A cross B equals to under root 3 A dot B. See here. Question is like this. Mod of A cross B equals to under root 3 A dot B. Okay. Then what we are supposed to find out? We are supposed to find out, calculate mod of A plus B. See here. Once we look at the question, it seems confusing. वन स्टेटमेंट और उस स्टेटमेंट के बेसिस पे इसकी वैल्यू अपने को कैलकुलेट करनी. सो गाइस, व्हाट आई टोल्ड यू टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी दैट 100% यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द क्वेश्चन. Sometimes what I told you, sometimes if you are able to follow only data, 99% chances are there that you will be able to solve the question. How? See here. Mod of 8 plus b, what does it mean? चलो इसको भी इसके बारे में हम बाद में बात करेंगे. Let's forget about this. First, let's try to understand what is this statement. This statement is something like this: mod of a cross b, okay, equals to under root 3 a dot b. Now what does it mean? A cross b, what does it stand for? It stands for vector product. What is a dot b? It stands for dot product. Clear there? A cross b stands for vector product and a dot b it stands for dot product. और यहाँ पे mod लगाने का बच्चों मतलब क्या है? Try to understand. Once you expand this a cross b, you can write it down like ab sin theta. And remember, this sin theta can have positive value as well as negative values also. It can be positive or negative. Always remember, sin theta can be positive as well as negative. अब उसके आगे हमने मॉड लगा दिया. नाउ व्हाट डज इट मीन? जैसे ही आपने मॉड अप्लाई किया, इमीडिएटली इट मीन्स कि व्हाटएवर इज द वैल्यू ऑफ ए बी साइन थीटा दैट वी मस्ट कंसीडर एज पॉजिटिव. जो भी ए बी साइन थीटा की वैल्यू आएगी उसे हम नेगेटिव नहीं लेंगे, वी विल ऑलवेज टेक इट पॉजिटिव. इक्वल्स टू अंडर रूट 3. What do you mean by a dot b? What was the statement? Recall it. The dot product was equals to a dot b was equals to ab cos theta. So that's why root 3 a dot b I will write down ab cos theta. Clear guys? So see, if I expand this expression, ab sin theta is equals to under root 3 ab into cos theta. See here ab and ab gets cancelled and the relationship which we have sin theta equals to root 3 cos theta, or from here tan theta equals to under root 3. So theta comes out to be 60 degree. Now what does it mean? If tan theta equals to root 3, which means theta equals to 60 degree. और बच्चों याद करो AB sin theta में what was theta? Theta was actually the angle between the vectors A and B. So now we can say if we have two vectors, suppose this is our vector A and this is our vector B, then the angle between the vectors is given as 60 degrees. Clear everyone? Okay. तो इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन तो मिल गई हमें according to this data. Now let's try to understand what we are supposed to calculate. See here, what they are asking of this term A plus B. Can you remember this term? Do you remember this term? Remember, I told you about resultant of vector. First vector A, second vector B. Then what you were supposed to do? Starting point से ending point को connect कर दिया, and that was known as resultant vector. कुछ याद आया? Try to understand. See here, this is our first vector A. किसकी बात कर रहा हूं बच्चों मैं? I am talking about vector law of addition. See here, and this was known as our resultant vector. इसको किससे हम रिप्रेजेंट करते थे? R, and we used to write it down as A plus B, if you can recall. अब यहाँ पे मॉड अगर हमने लगा दिया तो इसका मतलब सिंपली क्या है? It simply means we are supposed to find out the length of the resultant. Clear guys? So see here. Okay, let me provide you the options also. Options जो उन्होंने दिए हैं, I hope it's visible. A part. Okay, I think it's visible. Okay. A part they have given as options are a square plus b square plus under root 3 ab to the power 1 by 2. Second option is a plus b. Third option is 4i cap minus 13j cap plus 6k cap. And the last one, that is our D part, is a square plus b square plus ab to the power. Okay, so what we are supposed to calculate? We are supposed to calculate the length of the resultant. So I hope if you can recall this formula, mod of a plus b, this was equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. and as you can see, what is the angle theta between the vectors A and B? The angle theta between the vectors A and B is given as 60 degree. Clear? So see here, simply I will substitute this value as A square plus B square plus 2AB into cos 60. So it comes out to be A square plus B square. What is cos 60? Cos 60 is equals to 1 by 2. So A square plus B square plus AB and whole to the power half. This is our final answer. See which option is the right option? D option is the right option. Copy up to here. Okay, so I hope अगर इस तरह के क्वेश्चन आते हैं then you must be able to solve such type of questions. Now let's see another thing, that is resolution of vectors. See here how to understand resolution of vectors. तो चलो बच्चों, resolution means what? Word looks fancy. Resolution ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ बहुत स्पेशल चीज है, बिल्कुल भी नहीं. Resolution simply means components. और कंपोनेंट्स क्या होता है ये मैं तो पिछले लेक्चर में बता चुका हूं. व्हाट डू अंडरस्टैंड बाय कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ वेक्टर? सिंपली किसी वेक्टर को उसके एक्स कंपोनेंट, वाई कंपोनेंट एज वेल एज जेड कंपोनेंट में डिवाइड करना ही क्या कहलाता है? कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ वेक्टर्स. क्लियर? सो इन दिस केस व्हाट वी विल हैव, we will do the resolution of vector. Resolution of vector simply means components of vectors. Clear? Now see here how to do this. Next thing is resolution of vectors. Resolution of vectors. Okay guys. Okay. See here. Suppose we have a vector B and this is our vector A. Okay. So we want to find out the length of vector A along vector B. Let me repeat myself again. What we are trying to do, components of vector A along B, or I say resolution of vector A along B. Both the statements are same. तो हमें क्या करना है, इस वेक्टर A की लेंथ कैलकुलेट करनी है किसके along B के. Clear guys? Okay. So see here. Suppose if this angle is theta and if you draw a perpendicular and this particular length is A. So if you calculate this length, let us assume this point A, this is our vector A, this point is B and this point is C. So you can observe this AC length will be known as the component of vector A along vector B. Let me repeat once again. What do you understand by this? Components resolution of A along B, it simply means length of vector A along vector B. So see here, if I draw a perpendicular, something like this, then this length AC will be known as the component of vector A along vector B. Clear guys? So in simple words, what is this length AC? We know in triangle, we will take a triangle ABC. So if we calculate, what do we calculate? Cos theta, I will write down AC divided by AB. What is the length? A. So it will be AC. What is the length of vector AB? That is small a. So from here we can write down AC equals to A cos theta. Clear guys? Simply हम लोग ने assume किया है and what we have assumed that vector A has magnitude small a and vector B has magnitude small b. Clear guys? So see here AC comes out to be A cos theta. So we can say component of vector A along vector B, that comes out to be A cos theta. Or resolution of vector A, see both the statements are right. Component of vector A along vector B or resolution of vector A along vector B, that will be equals to A cos theta. Clear everyone? अब देखो इसको रिप्रेजेंट करने के मेथड भी तुम्हारे डिफरेंट होते हैं. वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट सच टाइप ऑफ सेक्शंस इन अ डिफरेंट वेज. कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं ध्यान से देखो बच्चों के बोर्ड पर. सपोज एक चीज अपने को क्लियर हो गई, फर्स्ट थिंग that is component of vector A along vector B that is equals to A cos theta. But we can also represent A cos theta in different ways. See how's that possible? Suppose if we have two vectors A and B, then we know the statement of dot product. If you can recall, you must understand what was the definition of dot product. Sir, we have two vectors A and B, then their dot product will be defined as A dot B. And A dot B will be equals to mod A mod B into cos theta. Now what is mod A? Length of vector A, that is represented as small a. Mod B, length of vector B, that has been represented as small b multiplied by cos theta. So see here, I can write down AB cos theta equals to A dot B. Or from here, see what is the component of vector A along vector B, that is A cos theta. So from here I can write down A cos theta equals to A dot B or divided by B. Clear? So whenever we are supposed to calculate, see here, both the terms are valid. If you want to calculate the component of vector A along vector B, you can calculate it by A cos theta, or you can calculate it by A dot B divided by mod B. Simply I have written it as B. Now, in which case, how to calculate the answers? See here, अगर तुम्हें दोनों वेक्टर्स के बीच का एंगल पता है, suppose we know about A, what is the length of vector A, as well as we know what is the angle between the vectors A and B, then we can use this formula A cos theta. Clear guys? But assume karo if you don't know about the angle, like what is the angle between the two vectors, you know about vector A, you know about vector B, but you don't know like what is the angle between the vectors. In that case, this particular formula, that is A dot B divided by mod B, can be utilized. So next thing will depend upon the question. So let's choose a question and try to understand what is the meaning of component of vectors. But till then, copy it fast and then we can proceed through numericals. Okay, so see here in our DPP sheets, we have a question like, that is your question number 22 in sheet number 3, question number 22. See here. Sheet number 3, question number 22. And the question is like this. Two vectors has been given. First vector is A, that has been given as 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap. And second vector B has been given as minus I cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. And what they are asking the projection of vector A on vector B. What we are supposed to calculate? We are supposed to calculate projection of A on vector B. Okay. How to calculate this? Very easy. Remember what I told you? If you have two vectors and theta is unknown, means what I am trying to say guys, if you have two vectors A and B and theta is not mentioned, see here, वेक्टर A एंड वेक्टर B दोनों वेक्टर अपने को दिए गए हैं, लेकिन हमें थीटा के बारे में कोई आइडिया नहीं है. So in that case, which formula will apply? In that case, we will apply the projection of vector A on vector B equals to A dot B divided by mod B. So what I will say? I will say projection of vector A on vector B. See here, what will be this formula? This formula will be equals to A dot B divided by mod B. Substitute the values. What is the vector A? That is 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap. Dot vector B, that is minus I cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap. whole divided by mod b. Remember how to calculate the magnitude of the vectors? I told you under root I component ka square plus j component square plus k component square. Magnitude of what is I component? -1. So we'll write down under root -1 square. What is j component? That is 3. So you will write down 3 square. What is k component? That is 4. So you will write down 4 square. And see here, what was the rule for dot product? Simply I को multiply करना है I के साथ, j को multiply करना है j के साथ, k को multiply करना है k के साथ. So see here, I coefficient is 2, I coefficient is -1. So 2 into -1 that comes out to be -2. J coefficient is 3, j coefficient is 3. So 3 into 3 that comes out to be 9. K coefficient -1, k coefficient 4. -1 into 4 that comes out to be -4. Whole divided by 1 plus 9 plus 16. Root 26, I guess. Okay. So your final answer will be 6. 3 divided by under root 26 units. And this will be our final option. Let's see. कौन सा ऑप्शन मैच हो रहा है? Yes, C ऑप्शन अपना मैच हो रहा है. Remember, A option was given as 3 by root 13. B option was given as 3 by root 26. C option is given as under root 3 by 26. And which will be our, no, this is not our right option. B option, that is 3 by root 26. This option is our right option. Okay. So, see here. As soon as possible, you will have this particular DPP sheets of scalars and vectors. So it's your responsibility to solve each and every question. And if you have any doubt, just let me know in the comment box. I will provide you the solution. Till then, bachcho, that's all for today. See you in the next class. Bye bye. Take care.